Hey everyone, welcome to this explainer. We're going to skip the usual agenda and preamble today because I want to jump straight into something absolutely fascinating from our source material. It's a comparison that is going to completely transform how you look at both your website's architecture and, honestly, your own mind.
So think about your own brain for a second. Have you ever wondered how one random thought suddenly reminds you of something completely different? Like, if I say the word SEO to you right now, your brain doesn't just sit there processing those three letters in isolation, right? It instantly fires off. You're probably already thinking about keywords, Google, rankings, backlinks, content. It is this completely automatic chain reaction of information.
Okay, let's dive into this and look at how that information travels. That immediate chain reaction happens because of our brain's neural network, where billions of neurons let information travel seamlessly from one idea to the next.
Now, what's really interesting about this slide is the direct comparison we can make between that biology and digital architecture. Look on the left. You've got a biological brain working through its neurons and neural connections. And then on the right, that's your website functioning with its individual web pages and internal links. Internal linking on a website actually works exactly like those biological pathways in our heads.
So let's build on that knowledge network. I want you to start imagining every single important web page on your site as a distinct neuron. By itself, sure, it holds valuable information, but its true potential is only unlocked when it connects to others. Every internal link you create is a literal, structural connection bridging the gap between those neurons.
Let's walk through a highly practical example to really see this in action. Say you've got a broad page focused on general SEO. That's step one. Now, step two. Somewhere in the text of that page, you naturally mention the concept of keyword research. Step three, you hyperlink those exact words over to your own detailed keyword research guide. By doing that, you aren't just adding a clickable link for the fun of it. You are creating a vital structural connection between two highly related pieces of information.
Let's move to and see how this builds into a more complex loop. Imagine you start with a technical SEO page, and you link that over to an SEO audit guide. But then, as the user is reading your SEO audit guide, you link back to the technical SEO page, and maybe simultaneously link out to an on-page SEO guide. See what's happening? Through these loops and pathways, your website gradually becomes this densely connected network of knowledge. It physically maps out exactly like the neural networks firing inside your brain.
But we have to ask, who actually relies on this intricate web? Building this network isn't just an abstract design choice. It creates a massive ripple effect that directly benefits two very specific audiences.
The first audience is search engines. Google literally relies on these connections to understand your pages. When Google's crawlers find these internal links, they travel along the exact pathways you've built. Following these neural connections is how the search engine clearly grasps how your different pages relate to one another. It helps them map out the whole hierarchy and topical relevance of your entire site.
The second audience, of course, is human readers, and they benefit immensely here too, because when a reader finishes learning about one topic on your site, these links provide this really intuitive next step. They can naturally click and move to a related topic instead of just hitting a dead end and abandoning your website entirely. You're basically anticipating their very next question and guiding them effortlessly through your ecosystem.
Now, a quick word of caution. Just as a healthy brain doesn't just connect every random thought together, because that would be total chaos, you shouldn't connect every web page randomly either. We need some guardrails for your network.
So, the crucial point is this. More links do not automatically mean you have a smarter website. Every single time you create an internal link, it has to follow three golden rules. It must be relevant, it must be logical, and it must be useful. If a link feels forced or out of context, or it just doesn't genuinely serve the reader's journey right in that exact moment, it shouldn't be there. Keep those pathways clean and purposeful.
Which brings us to the ultimate takeaway from our source text, and I absolutely love how they phrased this. Your web pages are like neurons, your internal links are like neural connections, and your website is the knowledge network. That's the whole shebang right there. When you stick to this philosophy and build those stronger, more meaningful connections, it becomes infinitely easier for both people and search engines to navigate and value your content. That is the real, lasting power of internal linking.
So I'll leave you with one final provocative question to think about. Look at your own digital real estate right now. How strong are the neural pathways of your website? Are they carefully constructed, robust, and logical? Or are your web pages just sitting there like isolated neurons, totally disconnected from the larger network?
I really hope this explainer gave you a fresh perspective and inspired you to dive into your own site's architecture today to start building those vital connections. Thanks for exploring this concept with us, and hey, happy linking!